don't know what's going on there. I'm having network problems. Good morning. Welcome to Real News Live. It's Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Barra in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined, as I always am, by Jennifer Falah-Doring, my co-host in Hayden, Idaho. Jennifer, how was your Monday, Tuesday night?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Good. I'm very stressed out because there's things I want to do that I can't do. Violent things, and the lack of action on certain issues is really getting to me at this point. I don't want to be here. I'm here for you, period. And I'm in no mood for fun and games and memes. They just tried to kill the president a couple of days ago. And we now have overwhelming evidence that there was another gunman on the water tower. It's not being talked about. Things are not being exposed. And instead of exposing them, what seems to be happening is, we're going to go peace and love and light, join together. I don't want to join together with Democrats. I don't want to be in the same fucking country with them. I want them to be gone from this country. I want them at the least to be shipped off. I don't know. Let's build them a city on Sakhalin Island and dump them all there and get them out of our country and never let them back in. And I can't say everything I want to say. I can't do anything about what I want to do. This is war, and we're not fighting once again. So this is the reality of the political situation. And we can have all of our fantasies and our hopes and our dreams, and yet that doesn't change anything. The only thing that changes anything is action. And I don't have anything to offer. I have no solutions to offer. I don't want to lean on you, Jen. It's not fair because you have to carry the burden of everyone else's frustration and anger. But this is where I am. If it was up to me, if it wasn't for you, Jen, and you, the people that are depending on us, I would not be here today. I would be somewhere else. So I've just had enough, and it's time for action. And I'm so sick and tired of listening to Wano Savin say it's going to get worse. Why is it going to get worse? Why should it get any worse? Why shouldn't our side just start arresting these people and skinning them alive in one-inch strips? I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm just really frustrated, Jen, and I'm not asking you for any help. I don't think you can help me. I don't think there's anything you can say or do that will help me. But
There's a lot I can say, but I don't think you'll accept it.
No. And a meteor exploded over New York City yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah, traveling 58 times the speed of a jetliner exploded over New York City. I don't know if this is the sky event we've all been looking for. And when I see the Secret Service detail and I see the same Fed who was at a Trump rally 6 months ago and ready to entrap Trump supporters into fake crimes to throw them in jail, guarding the president, supposedly, I get infuriated. And I get infuriated that nothing is being done to expose these people as the demons and criminals that they are. I guess I should shut up and let you talk and be optimistic. I have no news other than the bondholder now doesn't expect to be paid for 2 more weeks, which means if we're waiting for people like him to be paid off, we have a long, long wait for the RV. If that's true. If we're waiting for him. He knows other people supposedly that have been paid. And Jen, I think you told me he could have been paid a long time ago if he'd taken a deal. So we don't know. So I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if you had it. I know you had some thoughts over coffee yesterday. I thought I didn't really see them. I'm blind with anger and frustration right now. So,
all right. Well, let's see what I can pull out here. pull everybody off the edge. That is what I do.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
it's your burden.
Well, here, home, wherever they put me. That's
You're just
always.
a female Jesus, Jen. You take everybody
Oh,
else's
I am not
load
anywhere
on your shoulder.
Jesus, but I do love him, and he helps me out.
No,
Um,
as long as you're not Joe.
you know what I said? I was scrolling back. Like, did I put that out? Let's see. What I did put out is, I still spend time with naysayers. It brings your vibration down. Remain faithful and live your life. It is not your job to convince other people that it's coming or that it will be okay. It's my job.
Yeah.
And then also, stop listening to fear. It is not money that corrupts people. It is the pursuit of money that corrupts people. It is the fact that people don't have enough and they will do desperate things and are controlled by money. Okay. I, in no way, shape, or form, think that anything is not going to happen. Like it was stopped because of what happened to the president. I was a little concerned that it might have thrown a wrench in things, pushed things off a little bit. What they're doing to the stock market right now, elevating that, is messing with the margin that they need to be in for these currency rates and markets to be in the right spot to pull the trigger, so that they've got all the contract rates and everything are all where they need to be. Okay. That's probably the problem. That's what we got on Monday. The rise in stocks affected foreign markets. They are watching for the correct values to pull the trigger on the change. This will be corrected midweek. So we're still watching and waiting to see what that's going to do. We had a huge rise. We're looking for the fall. And when it gets back down to a place where they need it to be, so that the dollar, somehow this is all connected. I'm I couldn't tell you exactly how. Okay. Possibly a little delay from that. This is it. And you're right. This is a war. And there is no cancellation date or end date on a war until that day comes. They're going to fight hard. It's been a long fight. Everybody's tired. Everybody's at the edge. They're trying to take out the president. I'm concerned about minions. Okay. I'm concerned about terrorist activities in our streets and things. So that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. Yeah, some things happened. Okay. I don't think it's enough to stop this whole thing, because this whole thing has been started already. And once you start it, you can't stop it. So let's not all lose hope. So it doesn't happen this week. Maybe it happened next week. The good news is that it is happening. Okay. And it will happen. It isn't inevitable, and it does have to happen. And there's no way. They keep trying. So what they wanted to do, take out the president, try and stop it that way, just like they did with Kennedy. Okay. Now what they're going to try, they really want their civil war. They really want their world war. How did they always save the fiat system before? With a war. Okay. How do they cover it up? Take out the big guy, start a war. Something catastrophic, start a war. It's not working for them. So the only concern I have is, what are they going to do in the streets to start a civil war? Okay. So if you're going out, if you're going on vacation, be real leery, be real cautious about, oh, look at that group of patriots over there. Hey, let's run over there. And no, don't do that. Everybody's like, right now, what do we want to do? We want to have boat parades. We want to have Trump parades. We want to show our support. Everybody's holding back because something inside you as a patriot knows is that they're going to bait you into doing that. And not everybody in that crowd could be who they say they are. And so we need to just be aware of our surroundings. Take a look at the perimeter. Where's our threats? Where's our exits? Should we get involved? Should we not? This is a war, and they're going to try to get the public involved, create as much chaos as they can to get away with other things or to stop this. So what do we do now? Enjoy your summer. Get out there, distract your attention, do something else. That's what I've always had to do. That's what I tell the kids to do. That's what my mother always made us do. Okay, well, how about we go do this? Like, I don't really have a solution for you right now. So how about we go do this? And then when we're distracted by that, time will pass. And, maybe when we get back home, we'll get good news. I am an optimist. I have to be. If I was not, I would have crumbled a long time ago because I've been hit with some major shit. Widowed, alcoholic father, first fiance cheated on me with my best friend, first husband died. I mean, on narcissistic stepfather who controls you with money. I mean, just on and on and on, people. And I'm telling you, I have lived and learned, and I know that even when it gets the darkest, it cannot stay there. Even if you're at the deepest part of that ditch. What do we know about ditches? Yeah, you got to go down to get into it, but eventually you will come out of it. There is another side. Okay? This is not some pipe dream that they can just take away in a flash. This is a worldwide effort to change the financial system because the other one is crashing. And what they're going to do right now is they're going to cover it up. They're going to try to prop it up. They're going to do everything they can. They're going to try to take people out. I'm not even concerned about who's going to be vice president. It probably won't even have a real election. Okay? That's all. Let's keep the public busy. Crap. All right? How do you win? How do you capture that fight? You got to take their money. You got to take their power. That is the end result. That is the cross the finish line. We won. And they're going to fight as hard as they can to stop that from happening. And that is what we are witnessing little by little from what we're allowed to know. But there is absolutely no reason to jump to the place where after all this time and all that we know, to start thinking, well, maybe everything I know is wrong and maybe nothing's ever going to happen and maybe this RV isn't real and maybe all this stuff. Why? Because you're disappointed about the timeline? Excuse me. It's real. It's still happening. And if they pushed it off a week because they propped up the stock market somehow, then they pushed it off a week. If there's some kind of delay worldwide because of what's going on to ensure that government officials, Trump, whatever, is safe, did they pull back a little bit because they knew about something major that was going to hit us all, hit the public? Maybe. We just don't know. Okay? Usually the public only know during war, they only know about when the sirens go off and there's bombs falling around our head. You're not going to know it all. And I'll say it again, and I've said it before. Faith is not easy. It is not for the faint of heart, and neither is this war. And you came into this life for a reason to be part of this and to know there is a burden in knowing. It is for the strong and not the weak. You want to go sit on the sidelines while the rest of us hold it together? Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll call you back when we're done. Sooner or later, we will win this thing. And the way that we win this thing is by taking their power and taking their money. And that's why it's real. And those are my thoughts.
Okay. About 1,200 of you guys in the live stream today. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you, except for Skefflefag, who is just over here trying to cause trouble again. And look, Skeffle, here's the thing. Nobody who has a better life than you do crashes you. You just don't. Your life is shit. That's why you're in here.
I'm constantly
You're
amazed that you're
so-
left unsupervised with internet access, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
And once again, I'm going to remind you, Mark fucked your wife like 19
right.
times. 19 at least. And so that's who you are, buddy. All right. Thank you for those thoughts, Jen. Appreciate you doing that. So about 1,300 of you guys in here in the live stream. Please remember that these videos generally get taken down after the show is over off of the YouTube channels, Mike Barra 3 and Mike Barra 333, to protect from the internet censorship. Although that censorship has backed, I'm considering not doing that anymore because I want to be out there. But you can always go find whatever show, whatever video that we're doing. We've been very busy this week because of the assassination attempt on the president. You can pick up all the shows on mikebarra.blogspot.com. Jen, why is our show not on there? Oh, there it is. Tell the Truth Wednesday with Mike and Jen. And you can go directly to the Rumble channel. God, I'm so unprepared today. You can go directly to the Rumble channel and pick up the shows there. Where is it? Real News Live. Where are we? We're Real News Live with Mike and Jen. You can always pick up the show over on our channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen. On YouTube, we have 2,223 followers. Remember, there was the old Real News Live account. I've changed that now, so that has my picture on it. So if you see that, you're on the wrong channel. It's not a channel, it's an account. What you want to do is go to the channel, this one, Real News Live with Mike and Jen, because that helps us get more involvement, more viewers, and more revenue and more things that help the channel grow. There's about 4,000 subscribers over on the old account. There's only about 2,200 on Real News Live with Mike and Jen. So if you followed us before on Real News Live, flip on over to this one, Real News Live with Mike and Jen. And I guess the interview with me and Marina Sarin is at the top there. It is going to stay there at the top. So Real News Live with Mike and Jen on the Rumble channel. Also, don't forget that you can subscribe during a live stream, such as the one we are running right now. You get over here to the stream. There's Jen talking. And at the bottom, there is a subscribe button, little red button that says subscribe with a $sign next to it. For $5 a month, you can support the show. We appreciate that a lot. That really does help. It's the best way to help the show. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at thecbdgurus.com. Matt and Lucas say sales have been down a little bit, so slide on over to the wholesale tab. Slide into where it says Mike B Wholesale. Type in the discount code ALIEN and pick up this week's special. Matt is offering some Boulevard to go along with your orders, depending on the size. And you can pick up all kinds of cool CBD-based products for your health. The sleep gummies and the lotion are two of my favorites. Really great skin stuff. There's weight loss capsules. There's all kinds of stuff. Also, please don't forget to slide on over to MikeBarraPets.com, MikeBarraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based supplements for your doggies, your kitties, your horsies. They've got natural whole foods. They've got shed animal powder stuff for dogs. They've got the Coriolis versicolor mushrooms. They've got the reishi mushroom treats for dogs and cats. Hit the shop now button. Slide on over there. I've got Barkley on the mush puppies and the mojos. He's doing great. There's super sauce for dogs, super sauce for cats. You just mix it in with their food. And keep trying. I know cats can be finicky. Keep trying. They will eventually get around to eating it. The mush ponies are for the horses. And then you've got the Coriolis Versicolor, the Enforce Plus for immune system boost, the Clarity, the Restore, the gummies, the coffee, the chocolates, the starter packs, all kinds of stuff over on MikeBarraPets.com. Stuff for people, stuff for pets, stuff for horses, dogs, cats, and you. send Diana an email at mikebarapets@gmail.com. Tell her what your problems are, what your pet's problems are, and she'll get you onto the right products. Between the CBD Gurus and mikebarapets.com, you're going to find some great supplements for your health that'll help you get through whatever issues you might be having until the med beds come along. And Dave, by the way, had an interesting med bed dream last night.
Yeah, let's go through.
Yes, Jen?
Oh, I was just thinking we should read that. People are asking me about it. I posted it on Telegram. All right. So jenniferfalaw.com is working. I figured it out. I got it fixed. You know, all that turmoil. And it was something so simple because PayPal changed the email address on my PayPal account. That didn't tell me. So I'm using the old one on the website and it's not working. And so I'm talking to the web. It was just a mess. Anyway, I was talking to PayPal on the phone again, and I had written my email address out on a paper. I doodle sometimes when I'm talking. And I looked at it and I went, oh my God. Did you change my email address to this new email? Oh, yeah. Jesus. That's what it was. Anyway, right now, all the healings are on sale, $69. Go and get them now. I can make you gift cards for later. They're all $69. And the half-hour reading is $69 as well. You can purchase it through PayPal on here. The love button on jenniferfalaw.com at the top of the page takes a card. Otherwise, I am hooked up with Square, making a website with them. I do have a donation button link with Square posted on Telegram. On Philosophy channel, it is pinned at the top of the page. You can just go figure out what the price is, add it, use that if you want to. It's really quick, gives you a nice receipt. I really like it. Many ways to pay with that. So we're up and running. And go to jenniferfalaw.com or go to Philosophy on Telegram. And that's where I post all my specials. Okay. I did update the website with the specials so the buttons are correct. At some point in time, just so you know, I'm probably going to try and do this like the last week of the month into August, is I'm going to try and take like 10 days off where I don't have to do anything. And that never happens. So I'm going to try that. We'll see if it works.
Well, that's when everything will go down then.
I know. I was thinking about it and I'm like, that'll be a good week to try and do that. Put me back on. The last couple of years, I remember when I was talking to the new team, which was I was doing all these meditations, and then everything personally in my life got really traumatic. And I stopped doing that. But I will again. But I went and talked to Jesus at that time, and he was pointing at a calendar. And of course, when you ask Jesus a question, he's not going to lie to you, but he may not tell you what year. Okay? May not tell you what year. And it could just be completely wrong. But it just keeps ringing in my head lately. He said, August 23rd, God wins. And at that point in time, we weren't so hyper-focused on the financial. We were more about the political, about the transition, about, getting our freedom back and everything else. August 23rd, God wins, is what he told me. So that year, that one came, and then the next year came, and then, we're in this year. So let's see what happens on August 23rd. But if we were to do the RV, get Biden out, have some kind of all this information revealed, get a whole bunch of people in government out, and have to go to an in-between government. And could that be when we actually go to gold? We'll see. Yeah, it's frustrating to wait. And I have days where I don't want to come in here either. I'm like, oh my God. Usually Monday, I'm like, oh my God, I got to go in there again. What do you got for me? I got to go in there again. Everybody's counting on me. Everybody's going to come running to me. And I don't even know. But then I go to them and they give me more information. And so yesterday I was thinking, I was taking a look back at the in the news this week and the older gentels. They're very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing said in a different way. So I think we are getting the answers. I just try to pin them down to a certain timeline, just like I did with August 23rd and Jesus, and say, okay, well, it's this year, But if I could be a good vehicle and a clean vehicle to receive the information, that's the only challenge here. It's not that they're ever giving me wrong. They're never lying to me. I can put words in their mouth, but I don't think we should hold the Gentel, the in the news this week section to that particular week, because I'm starting to see things from a few weeks ago and on coming to the surface now. So I think we're getting our clues, we're getting our information. It's just me trying to pin it down to a certain timeline because I'm impatient.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, let's do in the news as opposed to in the news this week. We'll just
Yeah.
call it in the news. What can we look for in the news? Because sometimes it does go long. I mean, there's things that have happened 10 days after you said it, but they were still in the news. Usually we like to do it in a thing where between now and next Monday, what are we going to hear about in the news? But they don't necessarily operate that way. That's correct. So
Now let's take a look at a couple things. There was something circulating about the Bolivar, and it said something like 36 point something, and everybody thought it was like $36. 36, it's 36 Bolivar per $1 is what it is, and that comes out to, it was a rate of like 0.0274 something per Bolivar. And if that is the current like street rate or in country rate, that is good. I mean, that is good. So you have to remember that anything like that's going to be your street rate. It's not going to be your. Then you've got the bank screen rates, which is a better rate behind that. Then you've got the redemption center rates or the exchange center rates, and those are much higher. And that's something that has been agreed upon between the exchange centers
so
and the treasuries.
that would make, let's say, 100 million Digitalis Boulevard note worth $2.7 million.
Right. So
27, which is not a bad return, right?
Yeah, it's 27,000 US dollars per million Bolivar.
Yeah.
And if that is a true rate and that is posted right now, we're making progress. We're almost there. Maybe that's what they're watching. Maybe they're watching things to rise, and maybe the stock market screwed it up somehow. I don't know how that's connected, but that's what the angels seem to be focusing on. I do think we're still making progress. I do think that time and time and time again, this has been pushed for one reason or another. But it's the part of this war that we cannot screw up. Okay? So if I got to wait another week, two, fine. As long as it happens. And I do think it's happening. And everybody we talk to thinks it's happening. And all the real world, contacts are getting information that's happening. Now, the person that you speak to, now that's a private deal. And that's somebody who wants a certain amount and keeps denying offers that are sent to him. Okay, that's what I feel is happening with that. And so that may be a personal reason why that is delayed so much. But I do believe that there are bondholders that have been paid. And if that is true, then we're halfway through the middle. We're in the middle of this thing. You can't stop it when you're in the middle. You can't do bonds and nothing else. The end goal is for all the countries to go to gold or precious metals or whatever they're backing their currency with and get out of the fiat system. And before you do that, you have what is currency in the fiat system? It is an instrument of debt, and you have to pull in the instrument of debt, because what Gabriel told me is something that is written somewhere that says you have the right to the reserve for that piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And that piece of paper is an instrument of debt. And somewhere in the fiat system, it is written that you have to be paid out for that, and you can't just cancel it. I say, sorry, we're going to keep all your money. You got to get something. So they have to pull all those in. They have to pull them back into the countries, and that's why this process is the beginning and Sara to Sara and important, because they cannot forget about that part and just go to gold. So we're right in the middle of the thing, so don't panic.
Okay, one thing before we get on to questions, and a reminder that your questions need to include your real name and the name of the person or pet you might be asking about. If you're asking about, will I get the house I want on Lake Superior in Michigan, doesn't matter as much. But one thing I wanted to do is talk about one of the other people that was wounded on Saturday. This is David Jake Dutch. He's a 57-year-old Marine Corps veteran who served in Desert Storm. He was hit twice, once in the stomach and once in the liver. I believe he's not really in the line of fire, which is a stronger indication that there are two shooters, but he was in critical condition. I believe he's been upgraded to stable, but I don't know. But I want everybody to send a prayer out for this gentleman, Jake Dutch, to make a full recovery from the events of last Saturday. And for those that were behind those events, to burn in hell forever and never get out. But wanted to share that. Okay. Jen, let's go to some questions. We got about, what do we have? About 20 minutes left. We're going to slide on over to Rumble and start over there. People that subscribe for $5 a month get their questions answered first. So let's head on over there, Jen, and see what we got. Hi, Mike and Jen. This is Sharon. My dog Grizzly has been mopey lately. Is there something physically wrong with him? Grizzly.
Trying to figure out if it's pain or an illness, but he is feeling poorly. I'm thinking it's something all over. So it just feels like as if you were fighting something off. So maybe take him in, maybe have him looked at. I'm not picking it up, but he's just feeling tired and
punk, as my mom used to say. He's feeling punk. Okay, Shelly says, I have kidney disease. I've stopped the medication that I think is hurting my kidneys, plus I'm drinking a tea. Is it my medication that's causing the problem, and will I be able to heal my kidneys before it's too late? That's Shelly.
Well, you do need to discuss with your doctor about stopping that medication. I don't know if there's going to be after effects from stopping that. It wasn't the medications. They were helping and hurting. So they're helping with the symptoms and the cleansing and the working of the kidneys, but I do think that it is causing some other problems.
Okay. Gary says, good morning, Mike and Jen. Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, we're going on a family vacation the end of the month. Is my daughter's husband, Jerry, going with us, or is he going camping with his brother? Okay,
he's going.
He's fine. He's fine. Is he coming?
He's going.
He's going. Okay, Christina, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hey, Mike and Jen, my name is Christina. There's been a significant loss in my family in the past month and a half. Been significant loss. Donna, Lona, and Champ. Do my angel spirit guides or anyone listed above have a, and then it stops. That's it.
This time's going to pass. This is just a sucky time right now, and everybody's going to have to heal. But
okay,
I don't think there'll be any more tragedy anytime soon. So we're just going to have to heal from this period of time and keep it going. You'll get through this.
Yeah. Megan Angus, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Mike and Jen. Jen, was my cousin Skylar greeted by anyone special when she crossed over on Saturday? Does she by chance have a message for her family as her funeral is Saturday? That's Megan Angus.
There is an ant. There's a man standing behind that. There's a guide. Yeah, lots of people.
Lots of people. Joanne, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Love you, Mike and Jen. Do you still see me flying out of Reno back home in the next week? And will I have a safe trip both ways? Joanne Patton. Will she have a safe trip flying out of Reno this next week?
I'm thinking that's a trick question, Joanne. But let me see. Tell her if she flies out of Reno, she will have a safe trip, Gabriel says.
All right. Macwick is now a monthly supporter, $5 a month. Thank you, Macwick. Little Red Castle. Looks like a female, so I assume we'll maybe get a question from her later. Connie Anderson. Hi, guys. Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Can you tell if my son Kyle has bronchitis or pneumonia? I'm not confident on the answers we've gotten so far. Thank you for all you do.
It has not gotten down into pneumonia yet, but bronchitis really needs to be treated before it is a secondary infection.
Yeah, and try to, in addition to what the doctors give you, try colloidal silver for bronchitis. A lot of people have had good results. I don't, but other people do. Get some hydroxychloroquine for lung issues.
You're going to have to hit it with some antibiotics at this point in time to get that congestion out of those tubes.
Yeah, and
it's green.
If the doctor won't do it, get another fucking doctor. Carissa wants to know, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, wants to know if she's going to pick up another consulting project this year.
No.
Okay.
Don't need to.
Don't need to. Good, Carissa. Don't need to. Lisa says, Little Red Castle, $5 subscriber. Hi, Mike and Jen. I used to have a dream most nights when I was little about a sandman and a truck of sand outside my bedroom window. I used to wake up screaming. Did this mean anything?
That's just, well, I think you needed a house cleanse because I think there was, something when that happens, reoccurring bad dreams like that was a scary one. But I think that you created the Sandman because they always used to say the Sandman's coming to put you to sleep. You scare the crap out of me. Okay. Yeah. And the whole Santa Claus coming down the chimney used to scare the crap out of me too. I don't think that you were abducted. I don't think anything like that happened. I think it was a created reoccurring dream. But there was probably some bad guys the house needed to cleanse that were encouraging the bad dreams. Okay.
MJ Cardwell, $20 Rumble rant. Thank you, MJ Cardwell. Thank you. Probably Mary Jane. Good morning. Looks like the Bolivar exchange rate has improved. The only problem is nowhere to exchange the physical currency, only online.
Yeah. It's rising.
Yeah. A Patriot 99 tells me we need to trust in God when we're at our lowest. Well, it's not that I'm at my lowest. It's that you remember the scene in Dune, David Lynch's Dune, where Sting says, "All I can see is an Atreides that I want to kill." That's how I'm feeling. Feeling like Sting in Dune. Okay. So it's stress from not being able to act out how I'm feeling. Robin, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I'm having aggression issues between two cats, Teddy and Gracie, after they lived harmoniously from December to 6 or 8 weeks ago. Jen, can you enlighten me as to what's going on?
Somebody smell the cat box they're sharing. Somebody has got some kind of bladder infection or is sick, and the other cat, it's an instinctual thing to attack another animal that is ill or wounded. And so that's what's going on there.
Get the kitties in, get the UTI treated. Jen and Mike, good morning, primetime gal. Robin here, Robin B here, sending love and peace to everyone. Thank you for everything. Oh, that's a question. All right, thank you, Robin. Tawny, just a recent subscriber. Hi, Tawny. I would guess if we argue with anybody at the Exchange Center, we will be put at the end of the row. Probably. And I don't think you should argue. Just ask them, can you please give me, is there a better rate? Can you give me the best rate? Although it's also possible everything's just going to be set in stone and this is what you're going to get. But you may as well ask, are there any higher rates for the currency I'm exchanging, in a polite way? Don't get pissy with them. Wolfcat, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Jen. I'm Kathy W. Can you let me know the name of my spirit guide so I can communicate effectively with him or her? Well, you can communicate with them anyway, but Kathy wants to know her spirit guide's name.
Listen, I will look. Let's see. Kathy, did we get a last name on that? Let's Kathy's.
It's just C-A-T-H-E, Kathy. W, Kathy W.
Elizabeth is the guide. If anybody wants to know who their truly divine guide is, sit in prayer, talk to God. Say, God, I'd like to know who my guide is, and can you give me a name? If a name doesn't come, say, okay, I'm going to call him Sally. All right? And so I would like you to know, Father, that forevermore, when I talk to Sally, I'm talking to my truly divinely appointed guide, and would you let them know? And so now we have communication. Okay? The problem with talking to guides and whoever is any bad guy can show up and say, oh, hi, I'm your guide. All right, no, we don't want that. We want to talk to the big guy, and we want to say, listen, this is what I want to do. I want to talk to them. This is what I'm going to call them. Please make sure that communication is private between us.
Okay. Lucy XOXO, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Jen. Before my mom passed away, she stashed away a pair of diamond earrings. I'm hoping I did not discard them by accident. Can you ask the angels if the earrings are still in my home? That's
a Susan Gretz thing. Diamond earrings do not have an energetic signature, or they don't have life, and so I have a hard time with items. Susan Gretz is very good at that, so you might want to ask her.
Tahani again, Little Red Castle, would like to know the name Litani, Litahni, would like to know the names of her spirit guides or angels.
Adam is the guide.
Creaky W is now a monthly supporter. Yay! Thank you for your Little Red Castle. Okay, David would like to know. David Murtos would like to know. Jen, will there be another public attempt on Trump's life, or will they go after Biden instead? I don't know if we should talk about that.
Trump is safe. He has strengthened his team. All traitors are out, as far as I know. That's all I can really say.
Okay. How's the enterprise model coming? David, I've put it aside. I have no time to do plastic modeling. I wish I did. I imagine when I get to my house in heaven, I'll have plenty of time to spend making models. But I hope that's not going to be for like another 2,000 years. Hi, Jen. This is Holly, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Holly, my brother-in-law George is flying to Iowa the beginning of August. Will he have a safe trip?
He'll be safe.
Okay, red, white, blonde. Hi, Jen. Do you believe the angels are saying humanitarian projects will go first? I feel like this is new information coming out, but I would like to get clarity. That's been said before. We don't have actually have a name. Will the humanitarian projects go first, or people with humanitarian funds, will they go first? I don't know. I think Sky's saying that about med beds.
Oh, for med beds or for exchange?
I don't know.
When you say go first, I think that is somewhat true for people who are in big groups and who have been they have private deals going on for those groups that they've been in the works for a while. So technically, yeah, I guess they would go first. There is a point in time where everybody's funds are released, and I believe that's when the announcement to go to gold or the completion of that RV. That's what the 1% is about, because you cannot use notes or gold backed anything if that is not the current currency that's being used. So that's why you're given a 1%, which is like an advance, and that's why you got big banks and blah blah blah. Med beds. The information on med beds that I've received in private readings and things like that is that they will be giving out passes. So yeah, you will be in a group, an introductory group. They've already gone through test groups and all that. That gets to go first. If you have a pass. So that's how I can answer that.
Okay, MJ Cardwell is Mark J. Cardwell. Thanks for the $5 Rumble rant, Mark. We appreciate that. I won't remember that, so remind me the next time you post with your real name. Carissa wanted to know if there was, do her guides have any messages for her?
You're on the right path with the business and all the business ideas and the creation and everything like that. You just don't rush it. It's going to take time for you to get all the bits and pieces put together. And so, but you're working on it, and it's going. So it's just suggesting, and I think it's Jesus actually is suggesting, because I think that's who you talk to the most, that you take a little time after the kids are asleep just to sit and be quiet, and you just quiet your mind and you sit with Jesus and you ask him, is there anything I'm missing? Don't try too hard. Just kind of go blank.
Okay.
And write it all down.
Okay, Sarah says, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Do you see what's wrong with my husband Jeremy with his excessive urinating? Well, he's either over 50 and his prostate is as big as a baseball, or he's probably diabetic, got some diabetes issues going on. That would be my guess as a man. Jen, what are you getting?
Well, let me look in there.
Ooh. It's as big as a grapefruit.
Prostate's a little bit bigger than it needs to be. We have a low-grade bladder infection that has been going on for a while. You need to get him on some antibiotics. Also, he's drinking too many fluids at night. And it's also a symptom of stress for him to flush. His body flushes itself. He needs to calm his stress down.
Okay. Rainbow 13 Lorraine, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Does my deceased mother have a message for me, please? Thank you, Lorraine.
I'm not going to be able to do that fast without a mother's name. Usually I can just call the mother's name and say, hey, you got a message? Yeah, let's move on.
Winner Chicken Dinner is now a monthly supporter, $5 a month. Thank you. And the Mary's Chair is now a monthly. Merson Chair is now a monthly supporter, $5 a month. Thank you very much. For
Time
that.
out. We got 4 minutes. That means I got 2 minutes. Did we get to YouTube?
No, we're not going to make it to YouTube. Kathy would like to know what her guardian angels' names are.
I thought we did that.
Oh, okay. Maybe we
Pass.
did. Okay. Cool. Raul says, hey, I have a question for Jen, Little Red Castle, $5 subscriber. I ran into my old high school sweetheart, Marcia. She wants to try again. Should I try it again with her?
Yeah, why not? What else you got to do?
Yeah.
Nice distraction during all this.
Yeah,
I get a good vibe. I think it's going to be fun.
I got together with the hottest girl from high school, and it was very beneficial for both of us. So, hey guys, this is Greta. Do I stay in my current career or?
Yep, everybody needs to stay where they're at right now.
Okay. Okay, one more question. It's Lorraine. She says, my deceased mom is Socorro, but she went by Rosie. So does Rosie have a message for Lorraine?
She sees you and she's sorry. You're going to make your own way and you're going to have a good life. It's going to get better. That's basically what I can get quick enough from Michael.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Jen has to go. She has a reading. Thank you for being here. Jen, thank you for being here, lifting everybody up on your shoulders. Atlas shrugged again. Nobody appreciates Atlas. Thank you for being here. I think Jen should keep a little time open on Friday just in case we have an RV. So that's
well, I'm going to lunch with my mother. It's her birthday on Friday. So
she'll be here. Trust me, she'll be here. What if somebody gets shot again? Do you want me to call you or not?
God, you're gonna call me anyway. You call me every day, pretty much every other day.
Here's the thing: if I was just calling to say, "Hey, I got a kink in my neck, can you work it out?" I wouldn't call you 5 times. Okay, I would only call you.
I know that's why I was at the mall. I'm like, damn it, I gotta go outside.
If something really big was happening,
what the hell happened? He's like, Trump got shot. I'm like, oh my god,
guys, I don't know if I'm doing whiskey and wisdom tonight. I don't know if I'm in the mood. I don't feel funny. I may go. My buddies are in town. I may go down to the pool at the Cosmopolitan and look at.
And I really think that's what everybody should do right now. Go live your life
at the Cosmopolitan and look at bikinis.
It's so much harder when you're sitting around watching the pot and wait for it to boil. Just go and get out of there and do something else. Live now.
All right. Thanks for being here. We'll see you about tonight. I love you guys.